I don't know who needs to hear this, but hear it loud and clear. What you don't handle in this life, it carries on with you in the next life. Let me say it again. What you do not handle in this life, it carries on with you in the next life. That's why they want your heart to be as light as a feather. So that when you go into heaven, you're not weighed down in spirit. You're not weighed down from being able to move as freely as you need to with the Most High. What you do not deal with in this life will carry on with you in the afterlife. Okay. Peace. And I can add to this too to make it make more sense for y'all. Sometimes when y'all be wanting to talk to some of y'all ancestors, their energy is not venerated enough. Their energy is not, it's not strong enough. And you're like, well, ain't you the medium? Why it ain't? Because they got shit they got to deal with that they did not deal with in this life. For example, you may be wanting to talk to your grandmother that may have just transitioned about 6 months ago. But the reason why she's not able to come forth the way that she need to, she still got shit that she have to handle up in here that she didn't deal with in this life. Because when she got to the pearly gates, what you think happened? She seen the foul of her life. Say, okay, let's run some things down for you. Let me run you some things down. Don't you think that's why sometimes when they come through, they be so apologetic? They be wanting to get redemption. The shit carries on. If you don't deal with it in this life, you're going to have to deal with it in the next. Karma. Why do you think for those people that are in prison, for those people that are sentenced for a very long time in prison, right? Let's say you're sentenced to life. Why do you think that happens? Knowing good and damn well that some of these, prime example, you not gonna live past 100, but why do you have to spend 100+ years in prison? That's your sentence. Because it goes to the afterlife. Because when you go to the other side, that means you still got chains on. You still have to do work to free yourself of that. It doesn't mean you can't be freed of it. Yes, you can, but you got to do the work to free yourself from it. That's where the spirit comes into play. That's where the Most High comes into play. That's where the ancestors come into play. But you got to take that initiative for change. You got to take that initiative for growth. You have to take that initiative to want better in your life. It all starts with you. I promise you it do. Like I said earlier, what you don't handle in this life carries on to the next life. I said what I said, and so did these ancestors. Peace.